Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. And this time we're taking a look at the 1998 Nissan Cube X, the Cubix. Yeah, those of you who know your cars probably know of the mighty Nissan Cube and its later generations, but this is a first generation Cube, which, I'll be honest, doesn't look nearly as weird as the second generation Cube would, that really played into the whole Cube thing. Yeah, interesting vehicle. I think these were basically Nissan Micra based, but obviously they have, well, a cubey exterior. So I'm interested to see how this gets along. One of my favourite race mods in the game because it says Cube on the side of the car, which I think is hilarious. Front engine, front wheel drive, 191 horsepower, 865 kilos. It actually weighs a lot less than you would expect it to. So let's see how it gets along. It's going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 6 rally car, which set a time of a 27.718. This car, unlikely to beat that. I can't have another car go that close to the Impreza. Oh, sorry, yeah, as the Impreza was last episode. I needed something to calm my nerves. And the Nissan Cube is a good way to calm your nerves. It does have a 4-speed. Ooh, God. Okay, that's not good. Anyways, in terms of where this is going to go, well, it's quite Kiko-like in performance, so I'm not expecting a lot out of the Cube, and now that I found out it has a 4-speed, I'm expecting a lot less out of the Cube. Mitsubishi Pajero Mini, 32.834, Suzuki Wagon-R Aero RS, 32.876, probably somewhere around there, although, again, this gearbox is not good. Now, fortunately, this is not naturally aspirated. It does have a turbocharger on it. If it was naturally aspirated, it'd probably be a lot worse. 33.945 on its first flyer. Yeah, it ain't looking too good for the old Cubix. Yeah. What's down here, I guess? Let's have a look. Let's be honest, I could probably have a good time to look at this before we get to the next corner. Okay, so it's beaten the Suzuki Servo, and then there's a giant gap to the Mitsubishi Legnum ST, so maybe this is going to sort of fill that gap. It's not the slowest car we've had, which is good, and also slightly embarrassing for the cars that are a lot slower than this. Stuff like the Move CX and the Daihatsu Opti Club Sport. They are 36 seconds and very much welded to the bottom of the leaderboard, whereas this on its first lap, which starts from a rolling start but not a very quick one, was quicker than that. So yeah, not a good sign for those cars at the bottom. They are going to be beaten monstrously by the Cubix. 33.410, never mind, it beats that horrible Legnum. Yeah! That Legnum really is not a good car, as it turns out. Can we get anything more out of this? Probably not. This is not very good, I will be honest. The gearbox in this is atrocious. I sort of was thinking, because I think the Cube in the later games, the second gen Cube, although the first gen Cube was in GT4, you probably forgot it existed. Yeah, the later gen Cubes had a CVT, and I'm sure this probably would have been offered with a CVT, so I was hoping it would have a CVT, but unfortunately it doesn't. It has a pesky 4-speed automatic gearbox and a mighty whale tail spoiler, which I'm sorry I haven't brought more attention to. That is incredible. Yeah, this is... I think this might be able to go a little bit quicker, I will be honest, but probably not by much. 33.410 is going to be the time for the Cubix. As I said, I think it probably could go quicker. I think maybe a 33.2 is possible in this. Yeah, I mean, the final sector on the last lap was very, very good. But I don't think it would have gone much quicker, if I'm being honest. 33.410 will place this into 213th place. It is quicker than the Legnum ST, which is a damning indictment on the Legnum ST. Quicker than the Suzuki Servo Mode SR4, quicker than the Minica PJ, quicker than the Honda Life, which is quite similar to this, to be fair. It is slightly slower than an Autozam and a Plymouth GTX and a Nissan Silvia. Okay, this side of the leaderboard is just very weird. It does lose out to the Suzuki Wagon-Rs, Pajeros, stuff like that. I think if this had the racing gearbox in it, it probably could compete closer to those vehicles, but as it stands, yeah. Probably not a car you'd put in your garage for performance, but you should still put it in your garage because it has a massive whale tail spoiler, and it's called the Cube. How can you get any better than that? Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.